to the floor. Right rudder there. Right rudder. Airspeed's alive. Looking for time. Wants to fly itself off.
Yep, it's all good.
It is.
Perfect.
I didn't do that at all. That was all it.
No, that's perfect. If it wants to fly, I've had it like have a good rotation at about 55 before, so we have about a 10 knot wind, so that's perfect.
Traffic, 12 o'clock.
And I got a good positive rate to climb. I'll be pitching to 83 in a minute after it wraps up. So, wraps up.
Perfect.
And looking to pitch.
And we actually, because we're out of the way, they have some more traffic coming in from the southeast, so we could hit direct enter again on the PFD, and we can go direct to Hillsborough.
Okay. Oh.
Yep, just direct, and then enter. And then so direct track 177, so we can move the heading bug to 177 and fly.
Okay. A little slow.
Then can just add a little power. So as your winds change, as we get lower, it's kind of a little more power adjustment that we have to do.
All right.
Hillsborough traffic 99478 Delta Sierra, 2.5 miles north in for a low approach 16 will be departing northbound Hillsborough.
I see it keeps going back and forth.
Right, perfect. So I'd leave it right where you got it.
All right. We are 1480 for 940, 2.4 nautical miles from this approach point. Comes back down. And going. 1460 for 940, 2.1 nautical miles now. Just making a little adjustments I can see.
Yeah, absolutely.
40 for 940, 1.6 nautical miles.
So when I'm 200 or 300 from my minimums, I'll, just hold the controls so I don't have to wait to take the autopilot off. But 200 AGL, which is what these approach minimums are, we would disconnect it and then look outside for the low approach.
Right. Just messing with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
60 for 940. Now, when you hit the go around, it's going to.
So you would still have to put your throttles all the way up, but you would hit the go around button and full throttle. Woo! Oh, that was, I don't even know what that was.
That messed that up. Was that a gust of wind?
That was a gust of wind.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Oh, good.
So let me go ahead and hit the go around.
Yep. Okay.
We're already at minimum.
Yep, go around and then full power. There you go.
Now, it still has it. It still has control, right?
No, you have control.
I have control.
Yep, so if you hear that boo boop,
okay.
That's the autopilot disconnect.
So now we hit, where's the spin button go?
So hit go around again. But there you go. So pitch 7 degrees nose up. There you go.
It's doing that, I am.
Nope, you're doing it.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, it's telling me.
Yep, so nose up. So put your gold bars right underneath there. There you go. So that'll pitch you for climb speed.
Okay.
And then same thing, we will clean up the plane. So positive rate of climb at 200 feet.
Seconds. Come back on the inbound course.
Correct.
156.
The autopilot will only do a standard rate turn. It won't. So if you're worried about, like, if we had a bad crosswind pointing from this way, it will only do a standard rate turn. It will come and establish it again, but since we don't want to be on that unsafe side, sometimes you have to disconnect the autopilot, turn it over steeper to get it lined up without going on your unsafe side.
Okay. There's no traffic up here, at least not on here.
Yeah.
Now, will it automatically correct for the wind?
Yes, the nav will, a heading won't.
Okay. This is the wind bug right here? What's
your
that?
wind is here, but the
13, that's it.
magenta diamond that will come up on the screen in a second, see that small magenta diamond? That's your ground
That's the ground track.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yep.
Looks like the winds are coming from the southwest.
They are.
Now it's a tailwind.
Yep. Perfect. So now see how the whole holding pattern on the MFD is highlighted and it's suspended. So it will hold like this because you're established now. It will hold until you tell it otherwise. It'll just keep going around and around.
Okay. Where are we going to now?
Okay, so let's do, once we get to Aluku, we can just fly a heading of 020.
All right, and I'll put that, so I'll switch back to heading mode.
Yep.
But the next approach, I think I'm a hand fly.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
So we're 3.6 nautical miles from Maluku.
Yep.
Heading, did you want me to go?
We can do 0, or we can fly north. That's totally fine. That'll get us kind of in our little practice area.
Current traffic says November 17.
Oh, to get rid of this?
Kilo is entering a left downwind for runway 18.
This one you'd have to go the little gears on the top of the plate.
Oh, that's where it is.
And then hide plate. Yep.
Okay, that's how you do it. So I forgot I'm the
Oh, yeah.
route 2 charge,
Yeah.
so
Oh, that's cool.
I'm at right there, so. Okay. Oh, 2.2 nautical miles from the fix.
Perfect. Upon crossing, fly heading 360.
And upon crossing, fly heading 360 for 7. Be some thermals.
Yes, yep. All the flat fields just bouncing the heat right back at us.
And 6 nautical miles. 10 seconds ago.
So you can tune your heading bug first to north.
Turning left base for runway 18.
There we go. And then we have got to the fix, so just hit heading. Fix. There we go. Where's that? And then just it verifies heading mode right there. Perfect. So we'll get rid of our plan really quick. So we'll fly this way just a little bit to get kind of back around over the interstate, and then we can do a couple of maneuvers, and we'll fly the ILS in.
Okay.
Any questions about anything? Cool.
Yeah, the ILS I'm definitely going to hand fly. Well, I'll hand fly after the final approach.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
That way I can not repeat what happened last time.
Yeah, that'll work.
Romeo 2.
You can help me with the radios so I can
yeah, I can help you with the radios.
Get my mojo back.
Yep, absolutely.
These
Normally
calls.
we just, we'll get to that WICUP, that initial or that intermediate fix to call them up and say, hey, we're inside on the localizer, like to practice the ILS for the circle. They'll be like, okay, no separation services provided, maintain VFR, and they'll say report mics inbound, which is the final approach fix. And that's 9 times out of 10 what they're going to say.
Okay, well let's get this set up so I can get rid of this flight plan.
Yep, so you can hit clear.
Easy to do it with this hand.
Yep, perfect.
Muscle off down.
Yep.
Don't want to clear it.
There we go. Perfect. And then you can tap Arlington. So we can tap the airport and then hit direct to. Perfect, there we go. So then same thing, we can hit procedure at the top.
Almost like a GPS.
Exactly, yep. And then approach.
Fat fingered it.
There you go, ILS 34. We'll start at WICUP. And then bottom, add to route. That's it. Perfect. So now if we wanted to do the same thing on here, we would have, because the GPS is kind of focused on Hillsborough, we have to change the airport to Arlington.
Right.
So on here, hit the flight plan button. Okay, so now use the big knob to go one to the right. Okay, now little knob to spell KGKY. So little knob to the right again, big knob over, there you go. Perfect, now hit enter. Okay, so we want to go direct to Arlington, so highlight over it and hit direct enter. Perfect, so we'll load the approach in a second, but let's tell the vertical speed to climb us up to, we'll try 4,000 feet. So tell the altitude first, there you go, and then vertical speed, and can do, I don't know, 500 feet a minute. So, very good. And so it's going 500 feet a minute to the altitude we've selected. So mixture, actually, yeah, mixture rich just a little bit. And then you can add 24 inches of power. Perfect. There you go. Cruise climb is done.
Oh, there's some people.
Yeah, he's quite a bit higher than we are, 35,000 feet.
Okay, he's what, 100?
100 feet, yes, but he is 12 miles at least, 12-mile ring. So as we zoom, it'll have a smaller ring, so the outside of the ring would be 7.5 miles.
Nobody's close.
No. We are all got this place to ourselves.
Is he 100 feet below us?
Correct, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
Not at 100 feet.
Yeah, and he's about 15 miles away.
Yep. He might be going toward Cleburne.
Oh, no, it looks like he's doing steep turns.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah, it does.
Cool. Ah, perfect. So if we need a little more power, there you go, as we climb up. And we could tell it to do a shallower descent.
So vertical speed nose down?
So you would just hit nose down because it's already in vertical speed. Yep, so do like maybe 300 feet a minute. Perfect. There we go.
All right, 3740 for 4,000.
Perfect, and then we can kill the autopilot. I'll show you the unusual attitude procedures, and I'll let you try some.
Again?
Oh, yeah.
It's been a while.
It's all good.
Okay, so while I'm sitting here waiting, I guess I can keep busy. So I can load the localizer in. ILS 34 with a circle at 16 on 16 at Arlington. So the localizer, well, when I load the approach, it's going to put that in there.
Correct, yes, sir.
Localizer is 115. Approach course would be 32. Runway landing zone is 6080. Touchdown zone is 620. And airport elevation is 628. Early to get ASOS, but I can load it though.
Yep, so we have it on the bottom, so we can swap it over.
And that's tower, correct? Yes.
Yes, yep, so we can swap that over too, so we can start listening to them.
And I'll put ground back in there, 120.875.
Twin Star 687 Mike Lima, roger, continue on the downwind, expect to follow the citation.
It's a twin, isn't it?
Yes, yep. Perfect.
All right.
Okay. So cool, so we have our frequencies and we'll load the approach once we do our maneuver. So I have the flight controls, I'll just kill the autopilot.
Right, you have the controls.
Flight controls.
Twin Star off your left side,
Okay, pull some power out a little bit. So I'm just going to turn us to, I'm going to get rid of our flight director. I'm going to turn us to the east just so we can do a little bit of maneuvering.
Additional traffic off your right
I'll just turn him down just a little bit. So there's two types of recoveries, nose high or nose low, either of which you might be in a turn. So kind of what I would do is you would be kind of closing your eyes, kind of just feel the weird, your ears kind of telling you, leading you astray, and then I'll say look up and recover. If we're nose high, which means our airspeed is decreasing, so we'll have this ready to maneuver. So your recovery would be full power, wings level, and level the nose, kind of all at the same time. But nose low is a little bit different because we don't want to overstress the wings on the plane. So let's say we're nose low in a bank, your recovery for this, power to idle. They really want you to emphasize that. Level the wings and bring the nose back to the horizon. Perfect. So normally, kind of how I remember it, I think nose high, power high, nose low, power low. So if I'm in the blue, shove it through, and then, brown, pull it down. I mean, we had different, did our synthetic, it's still working. It just looks brown in my sunglasses. I was like, this is back to like